Hey folks, what's going on? Justin Masson here with Nintendo Dads, and this weekend I was down at Nintendo Live in Seattle. Look what I got. Look at this. Look at this little adorable guy. Huh? What? And then you're like, hey, wow, Justin, how did you get that? You know how I got that? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I played Super Mario Wonder, and it is wonderful. And I'm going to talk about it right now. So I did not grab any direct file or film footage off it. So I'm going to use the Nintendo Direct. And I'm going to just start talking and share with you my thoughts on Super Mario Brothers Wonder. So in total, I played 30 minutes of it. There was 15-minute game sessions at Nintendo Live. I'll also say this about it. We didn't know. Well, we found out obviously Friday after the direct, or the direct occurred on Thursday, but on Friday, that it was on the show floor. So I didn't know going there. I was like, I hope it was, but I didn't know for sure. It was a big booth. It was probably the second. Well, definitely for games to play there. It was definitely the biggest play booth. I would estimate they had about 48 is going to be my guess. And this is based on 48 game stations for you to play Mario Wonder on, or maybe more than 48, because there was like 4 on each table, and there were several rows, and there were several lengths of tables, so blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say at least over 48, if not higher, game stations to play Mario Wonder. And Mario Wonder, they put as a 4-player. So you are putting through like tons of people. 200 people can get through really fast. There was like, there was a wait line to play Mario Wonder, but it was like the longest we waited was, I think, less than 10 minutes. Which I think for almost the entire event in Nintendo Live was actually the quickest event because they had so many stations. So you came up, you got paired, you moved into playing, and so it was me, my 2 daughters, and then we got paired with another individual. So there was 4 of us, and we played the 4-player version of it. We got to pick our players. When we got to pick our players to start off with, which was very cool, there was of course Mario, Luigi, Daisy, Toad. I'm missing someone. Princess Peach, and I think Toadette was there. I can't remember. There's going to be an image here in a moment that's going to definitely show it, and I'll be like, that's who it was. And then there was the Yoshis and the Nabbits. Now, the cool things about the Yoshis and the Nabbits are they do not take fall damage, but they... Oh, here we go. The characters. Oh, of course I was going to say it right. Here we go. Let's pause right here. Let's pause. Ah! No, go back. Characters. Here we go, right? Okay. Okay, right? How funny was that? I was like, it's going to call it. The Yoshis, Yoshi, yellow Yoshis, blue, all the Yoshis, and Nabbit, as it says there, do not take damage, but they also don't transform with the powers as well. So all the other ones do, which is very cool. So those are definitely like your Yoshis, your and Nabbits are kind of the way that we talked about it there, and actually talked about one of the reps with it, is those are sort of like your, hey, I'm brand new to video games. I don't play video games very often. Maybe it's a little brother, little sister. So a kid, again, the Nintendo Dad show, right? So maybe a sibling that they want into it, or a parent who just is really not good at video games, but you want to get them engaged. That's where you want them to be. And then sort of the other primary main characters that we would know do take damage and have the ability to transform. So that's something to kind of be aware of as well. So like where you want to play, maybe the characters that you want are very much based on maybe your skill or your level. The other thing is that like the Yoshi high jump, the Peach float, those are all gone. So all the characters their abilities are equalized. What becomes different is when you put forth like the badges that you can select at each level, and then that kind of changes it. So you want like a lofty jump, you can do the lofty jump, and everybody has a lofty jump as well associated with it. So yeah, we ended up playing 4 players, which was absolutely tremendous, which was great, right? And then we went back, just my daughter and I, and we played just the 2 of us, because my youngest daughter didn't feel well, so she went home, and so it was just the 2 of us, and I love sort of like just, this is a game that I can definitely see me playing on my own, 1-player file, right? Because I'm very much, I want to collect everything and go get that and explore. And then when you're with 4 players, it's sort of there's chaos, right? Because everyone's on the um, screen, kind of everyone's going everywhere, and so that I mean that sort of happens as is, but it was absolutely a blast. I had so much fun playing it. What I will say, one of the things that I sort of discovered as playing it is there is something unique and special about it, and I was struggling to try and like figure it out and try and express it. I was talking to Rogers Base about it as we were standing in line, and it feels like the joy and the wonder and the creativity, and don't mind the pun, wonder that you would see when you first played something like Super Mario Brothers 3 or when you played Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. You didn't know what was about to happen, and everything felt new. And I think in a world post Mario Maker, you sort of have to like throw the rule book out. Also, this elephant is crazy. He can also like soak up water and spit it out, which is amazing. And he's just a beast, like just massive. The animations they have for him doing stuff like squeezing through the pipes is hilarious. Yeah, I love. I mean, there he is, right there. There's our guy. There he is, right there. Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, and you can grow things like that, like just some creativity. It feels like they said like, how do we do this differently? How do we think outside the box? How do we show homage and love to the series where it's come from, but also create something new and refreshing and different, but still very much being a 2D Mario. Because again, post a Mario Maker world where there are all these 2D world levels that you can play, you have to do something very different and kind of change the format and change the rule. And that's what they did with Wonder. And it is an absolute joy to play. And you can kind of feel this like joy and this different creativity and excitement and exploration that's associated with it. I had an opportunity to sit down with the VP of consumer marketing, and one of the great comments he said was, "We are really a brand that is for anyone between the ages of 5 and 99." And as I was playing this, I was like, "Yes, yes, I can see where that shows up because you could. This is a great ability, by the way. I love this kind of drill. That was so cool. You can kind of like pop up under them as well, but you can see and go to the top of the roof. You can see where." This game, you can sit down with someone who's played Mario games like I have for nearly 30 years. You can sit down with your, a brand new kid who's just maybe picking up gaming for the very first time. There is something there for them. And for someone who's been gaming forever, this like joy and this nostalgia and this like ability to play and to experiment and to love video games. And this is really kind of like what it feels like. It's just this amazing, love for Nintendo, love for Mario, and this wonderful creativity that is associated with it. Yeah, and Wonder Flowers. Every time you hit a Wonder Flower, you really don't know what is going to happen. We had some really cool. I don't want to ruin anything. We had some, obviously watching file footage here as well, but we had some really cool opportunities or things that we saw as well. Mario Wonder is going to do gangbusters. 100% it is. This is their holiday game. They know they have something very special here. Yeah, like I said, I initially was like meh about it, and it is now my most anticipated game for the rest of the year. Because I just had so much joy, and I cannot wait to go back to play this both on my own, doing a single player campaign, and then to sit down with my family, on a Friday night and just play together. I am looking forward to every opportunity. Like, look at this. Are you kidding me? Daisy is an elephant floating around in space. Yeah, just doing her best life here. So, like, this is freaking awesome. Yeah. Folks, that has been my thoughts on Mario Wonder. It is wonderful. You'll love it. I loved it. Yeah, do not sleep on this game. It is so awesome. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.